And we were taught to try to tell both sides, to be objective as possible. When I was an atheist at the Chicago Tribune, I was very pro-abortion. As an atheist, I helped arrange an abortion for a young woman I knew as a friend at the University of Missouri who got pregnant, and she came to me and said, Lee, what do I do? I'm pregnant. I said, don't worry about it. Abortion's legal in New York. I'll take care of it. We'll get the money together. I'll set it up. So no, baby's in your way, you get rid of it. And
wow.
Yeah, so but you know what? Even though at that time I was very pro-abortion, I covered a lot of court cases involving the abortion issue. It goes Supreme Court back and forth through those years. If you read any of my articles, you would not know where I stood. Because I was taught you tell both sides. You quote both sides. You present both arguments. That's my role as a journalist. Today, you get a lot of people, you say, why are you going to journalism? I want to change the world. No, that's not your job to change the world. Your job is to tell the truth, is to tell both sides, to report what's going on.
Who does that today?
Accurately. Who does that today?
Who do you go to? Like, is there any source you go to?
You know what I do? I try to go to multiple sources, figuring I'm going to kind of reach a mean that'll, you know. So I like the Wall Street Journal. They're pretty good.
Me too.
You know?
It's my number one.
Yeah, that'd be my number one. I bounce back and forth between on television between CNN and Fox News. I'll listen a little here and a little there and try to catch something. I subscribe to the Washington Post and the New York Times, not because I trust them, but because I want to know what they're saying. I don't trust them. I don't trust them anymore. They have become advocates. They become people who are trying to promote a cause. And that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in somebody telling me what is going on, give me both sides, tell me the truth.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, listen, today it's not easy to sit there and, you know, see who to trust, what they're going to be saying. It's such a great time for propaganda and confusion.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, they say the fog of war. It's like the fog of everything today.
That's a very good point. You're absolutely right. It's the fog of everything. And it you know, now, having been trained in journalism and law, I have some skills that I can kind of cut through some of the. You know, well, you know, it's because I was there, so I know how. If you want to tell a story to present one side, I can pretty much spot it. You know what I mean? There was an article in the Denver newspaper recently, or on television, and it was about transgenders in women's sports. And they interviewed this one guy who was he was a coach, and he was very in favor of having men in women's sports. And I thought, that's interesting. I wonder who that guy really is. And as you dig down, which was not disclosed at the time, when you dig down, you find out, he's part of an advocacy group that promotes transgenders involved in women's sports.
That's not hard to. So you go a little bit deeper to see what the writer is about, what